Hey party people, it's me, JiBron, back again with another video. If this is your first time tuning in, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and welcome back to JiBron Unhinged. No, I haven't forgot about y'all, and welcome back. Y'all, we got a lot to talk about. Y'all, can we just rant? Can I just vent to y'all for maybe 5 minutes? So first of all, this school thing, joining back after the summer brain, having to adjust to your school brain is probably the most difficult thing that no one talks about when you're in college. Because you're still somewhere on a summer island where you have no assignments due, but you gotta get with it real quick. So you do your assignments way beforehand. So I had an assignment due. I literally did it. I just forgot to click submit. This is the foolishness that we have to deal with on a regular basis. I'm just like, okay, this is gonna be an interesting semester, and this is gonna be interesting. How much y'all's Labor Day? I don't know how mine was because I haven't had it yet. I'm taping this Saturday night, so most Labor Day was amazing. Happy birthday to my mother. Her birthday is September the 1st, so shout out to you. Hey girl. Yeah. Now, I kind of talked to y'all about a first world problem that I have. But we talk about this whole dating in the 21st century, particularly in the 2020s. But why everybody just want to be your friend, but everybody want to act like you don't want to be your friend, but they want to act like you're in a relationship? Can we talk about that and how that's pretty much idiotic and pretty much asinine? Because I understand how you want relationship things, but you don't want to give me my title. Sorry, that's what I'm saying tonight. I think that is probably one of the most idiotic things. Like, if you don't want to commit, leave me alone. Please and thank you. If you want to be my friend, we're going to be friends. But we're not going to act like we date me. And you don't want to do nothing to work. Like, no. Either we friends or we not like people. Like, we're not going to do this whole hokey pokey square dance of we together, but we not together. But we together, but we not together. But I said we going to do this, but we really not going to do that. It's like, pick your struggle, especially when it comes to me. This is why I'm in my loner era. I'm not taking friend applications. I'm not taking any applications. Because y'all, when I tell y'all I'm tired of learning new people, I'm tired and I'm drained and I have nothing else to give. Please leave me alone if you ain't about their life. If you don't want to stop, if you don't want anything meaningful, please step by my DMs. But that's for my first world rant. Can we talk about Lil Nas and his mental breakdown? I don't think people understand how important it is to check in with your mental. I'm not ashamed of saying this. I go to therapy once a week. I love it. I recommend it to everybody. I feel like if you need to have an outlet to express yourself, I feel like you need to get it out. There's a lot of things that goes on with you, and there's a lot of things why you tick the way you tick, and there's an explanation behind it. I realized that, you know what, JiBron, you got a lot of work for me to do. Am I kind of traumatized? Yes, but I'm working on it. And when I saw him walking down the streets in his underwear and him saying, come to the party, I knew it wasn't drugs. Someone said that they thought it was meth. Well, it recently came out as of today that it wasn't meth, that it was, he had a psychotic break. And I think that it's not really talked about a whole bunch, especially particularly when it comes to men, how increasingly alone you can tend to feel a lot of times, because in America in particular, there's this, especially in the black community, there is this expectation that a black man is not supposed to have feelings. You're supposed to be strong, protect, provide, and that's it. And that's not necessarily a good thing, because you're human, you have feelings, you need to express yourself. And if you aren't okay, you do need to talk to somebody, because you could end up like that. How I probably had a psychotic break. Was out in the streets of my underwear? No, because there's levels to my madness. There's just certain things I'm not gonna do. There ain't no telling what you can do when you're on the last and that was scrapping up. I mean, did he really need to beat up the police officer? Probably not, but I mean, I can't tell you how to respond if you're in distress. I hope that he gets the help that he needs. I feel like the whole mental health topic, it came up during the pandemic, and I feel like it's still very relevant to this day. I feel like checking in on your strong friends is something that you need to do. Just because a person feels like they have it all together does not necessarily mean, just because a person may appear strong that they have everything and that they got it, they don't necessarily, those are the ones you have to watch out for versus the ones who kind of let their feelings be told because they're actually getting out. If you know somebody who doesn't really like to talk about how they feel, check on them. Sometimes they just want you to just be on the phone. Sometimes they just need the company, because it's gotta be very tough, especially when you're in your 20s, because I know I can speak. You kind of know what you want, but you don't know necessarily how to get it. And then, especially with somebody like that who has success and has fame and has money and has access to certain things, it's got to be alone on top. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a relationship, you're single, you don't have kids, there's nobody there with you, you're in a house, you're alone with your own thoughts. I had an experience like that earlier this year. Being alone with your own thoughts is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a lot of time to reflect, but it's almost too much time to reflect because there's no background noise, and you start overthinking and overanalyzing everything. And you sometimes let intrusive thoughts, and then sometimes you can let them win, and then it can end up negatively. But it's up to you to kind of like, maintain your composure. Depression is real, anxiety is real. I have anxiety, I've had it for years. um it does affect you, but you have to learn how to kind of operate, live with it. um the whole loneliness thing is something that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about. Loneliness is a true thing that a lot of us feel, and it's not a good feeling. I've been there, I'm pretty sure you've been there. It's not quite good when you feel all alone and you have to process your feelings. You feel like you're overdoing too much, but it's just everybody needs to make sure that you have time for yourself. You can't keep pouring out of an empty glass, because once you keep pouring out of this empty vase, who's gonna be back there to fill you up? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that I had to learn, last year. When you're trying to be there for everybody, when are you gonna be there for yourself? When are you gonna do things that make you happy? When are you gonna take your mind off of certain things so we don't end up having a psychotic break? Because I feel like a lot of people have seen us, especially our adults in our lives, have psychotic breaks. We just didn't know what they were. Especially in our community, the Black community, mental health is not what they talked about. It's kind of a taboo thing, and if you take medication, you're crazy. You need to be in a straight jacket, because some people need to be in straight jackets because you traumatized and you're traumatizing everybody else around you, and you just trying to justify you being bad shit crazy because of what happened to you when you're 12. That's not healthy. You need to go seek therapy, because if you don't go seek therapy, there's this place called jail, and you'll probably end up with it because you'll test the right person on the right day, and oh, that's not gonna be too good for you. But I feel like everybody needs to like check in with themselves, and if you feel like to go talk to somebody, I'm lucky where I have insurance that covers it to where I can go to the therapist once a week. Some people might say you might not need it, but I feel like if you just want to let your, voice out and just get your intrusive thoughts out, it's helped me a lot. You kind of reflect, you get to learn more about yourself. I've never known this much about me, and I kind of like enjoy getting to discover me. But you have got to make sure that you're together, because if you're not together, then how are you going to be helpful to other people? How are you going to go get the things that you want in life if you're not together in your head, because the mind controls everything? You know what I'm saying? But that's my TED Talk for this week. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, guys, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.